Hello everybody, welcome back to another video by DissociaDID. If you don't know what the Dissociative project is, the Dissociative project is dedicated to raising awareness about dissociative identity disorder and other trauma-related disorders. A lot of you have questions on who our regular fronters are, who are you most likely to see in these videos, who are the people speaking to you? So this is going to be a rundown of our most regular fronters that you are most likely to see on the channel. Of course, other ALTERS do make videos and you will run into them on the channel. Some of them already have their own Meet the ALTERS videos where they introduce themselves and tell you about who they are in their own words from their own mouth. My name is Mike. My God.
I am Sally.
My name is Mara.
My name is Omega.
My name is Kaya.
My name is Chloe.
It's Kyle.
My name is Nadia.
My name is Jade.
My name is Nin.
My name is Ruby.
My name is Mama.
My name is Nina. My name is Gregory.
My name is Mary.
I'm Soren.
My name is Jake.
My name is Sia.
These are just the people you are most likely to meet making videos for the Dissociative project at the point of me filming this. First of all, there's Kem and Red. You're probably less likely to see them fully fronting, but they are almost always co-conscious with our host, Soren. Kem and Red are our host's personal protectors. They exist and work separately from the rest of the system, but are able to communicate with some ALTERS like Mike, especially if they are close to the front or nearby to each other. They split off together and they work as a duo to help the host function. Red taking care of emotional support and encouragement, whereas Kem takes a more forward-facing role in terms of defense and support. You might have noticed my voice changing then. I think Jade got closer to front because I'm talking about ALTERS within the system. You'll usually be able to spot Kem if you notice our voice taking on a gravelly tone. He can be harsh, direct, snappy, and overconfident. He doesn't tolerate any disrespect and generally dislikes people who haven't proven themselves in his eyes. These are great characteristics in a protector, but can be a little bit intense and confronting for people external to the system who might not have realised they're not showing either Soren or Kem or Red enough respect. Red, on the other hand, is an absolute ball of sunshine. We love Red, everybody loves Red, you guys love Red. He's been on TikTok like twice and the comments were like, we love this guy. So yeah, all of us agree, we all love Red. He is fantastic emotional support and he's very close to both Kem and the host Soren. But it is important that as much as we all adore Red, don't let his golden retriever personality fool you into thinking that he's a pushover. He's strong, confident and very sincere, and he places a lot of importance on respect, kindness and connection.
My name is Jade.
Jade is one of our highest level gatekeepers. She may make specific videos on her own or she may come closer to front to keep an eye on what people are saying publicly when it has something to do with our personal system. As a gatekeeper, my role is important. High stress, high demand. She can control who has access to what memories, as she is in charge of memory filing, so she can force amnesia upon an ALTER or take memories from them. I protect ALTERS from each other. I protect us from our own memories. I protect from the realities of the abuse that we experienced and the trauma that came separately and resulted from that. It is significant. If you are hearing from her in a dedicated video, there's a chance that there's probably big trouble coming, or it's a situation where we need to choose our words very carefully. I think I'm actually gonna get chucked out. You may lose me, sorry. Maybe. I'm waiting to see if there's gonna be a switch or not a switch, or I can just feel her like looking at me disapprovingly. Like arms crossed. I'm also the most protective in terms of vocalizing for the system. I have a very sharp tongue. I can be very firm, and I'm also told that I can be quite unnerving because of how direct I am. I do not pull punches. I say what I mean, and I choose my words very carefully. I do not say anything that does not need to be said. It is interesting to see how Soren sees me based on what he's put in his notes. I'll just read to you what he's said. Jade is firm, eloquent, and can be quite biting. Soren has written, she doesn't mince her words and will tell you exactly where the situation stands in a manner that is polite but leaves no room for argument or misunderstanding. He's correct. Jade is in charge of memory filing and can help control which alters have access to what memories. This can include forcing amnesia after or during events on specific alters, also correct. Also a fan favourite on the channel. When she shows up to lay down the law, many of you have said that she feels like she's looking through the camera into your soul and notice a difference in posture as well as voice and language. I wouldn't say I'm a fan favourite. This is news to me. See, now everybody's confused because now it's Soren, Jade, and Red, and Kem, all relatively close to front, and nobody knows who's doing what. Oh, I need to ground. Ground. Come on. We need to get this filmed. Chances are you'll know Jade immediately when you see her, unless she doesn't want you to know that she's there, in which case you will not know. This also means that I am aware of a lot. I have experienced abuse myself, and I have witnessed, understood, or filed memories of abuse and trauma for other alters. I know I may come across as harsh, but I'm not vindictive. I'm bitter, but I'm logical and I'm measured. And I have to be. As a gatekeeper, that is integral to be able to do my job effectively, correctly. There is little room for error. Another alter you're very likely to run into on the channel is Mike.
Hi everybody, my name is Mike. If you followed our other social medias, you're probably relatively familiar with me. It's not unusual for me to be popping up on TikTok or switching out during the gaming streams on Twitch, which our Twitch is the system stream. I'm a trauma holder. I dealt with it badly, not anywhere near as destructively as a lot of other people in the system. And now, people on the internet have called me class clown.
Mike is a protector and a recovered persecutor. He's a lovable and funny guy and a fan favourite on the channel. Mike may have a Meet the Alters video on the channel. You did a Meet the Alters video, right? He's not close enough to tell me. I don't know. I just sound like an idiot speaking to nobody. Kem says he thinks that he did do one. Okay.
Me and Kaya will end up sort of on top of each other or co-fronting, and then we'll be arguing over who's doing what or how, you know, the body's using an analogue stick or whatever. I'll be pulled front if there's like a lot of action or a lot of brain work needs to be done, and that originated as me wanting to distract, because if I was focusing on these puzzles, I couldn't be focusing on running from my trauma.
Despite being a recovered persecutor and a very good protector, he still struggles with expressing himself in healthy ways and connecting to people in a healthy manner. He uses humour as both a defence and a deflection and a coping mechanism. He can be hilarious and energetic, but he can also come across as harsh and insulting if his humour doesn't land right. He'll also tell you what he thinks and won't beat around the bush.
I am a guy who has a lot of humour, a guy who's maybe a little bit mean sometimes, but I don't mean to be mean. It's just the best way I know to communicate when I'm not happy with something. And sometimes I'm just funny because I am inherently hilarious, frankly, and that's a core part of who I am. I have changed in the last 5 years. I've gone from being a very, very traumatized, standoffish, nasty person to be around to having some serious fucking growth. Things are different now, and I am grateful for my system. Oh, grim. Cheesy as fuck.
If you aren't prepared to hear blunt truths that may feel very confronting, don't ask Mike. You'll be able to recognise him from a slightly lower tone of voice, and like most of our male alters, he has an Essex accent. Sally is one of our most wonderful and beautiful caretakers.
Hello everybody. My name is Sally.
She usually stays and functions within the inner world itself and takes care of the majority of our young child alters, which within the community are colloquially known as littles.
Lots of time in the inner world looking after the children now. So a lot of what I do is soothing the system. I do a lot with the children. They'll either sit with me while I garden or they'll sit on my lap in my rocking chair.
She has a very calm and feminine energy and is spectacular at comforting others and calming them down.
I'm more of an inner caretaker. I work mostly on the inside. I used to exist primarily to soothe Chloe, especially when she was having panic attacks or major depressive episodes.
If somebody calls you my darling in a comforting voice, it's probably Sally. Sally also has 2 accents. She can be very classically English RP accent, or sometimes she has a very American accent. And this is because as a caretaker, Sally adjusts. It does seem to be just those 2 things, but she will adjust to use the voice of whatever will feel the most comforting to the alter who is in need of comfort at the time. We grew up in England, in Essex, and we were surrounded by people with different accents, whether that be classically English RP accents, strong Essex accents, which a lot of our male alters have, and watching a lot of American television. So Sally seems to pick up on the American and English side of things as what would bring the most comfort.
So dedicated to trying to change lives, I guess, trying to help. And I find that very inspiring, and I think that we're lucky to have been given such a platform to be able to explore that. And if we're helping people along the way, then what more could we ask for?
Mary is our sunshine girl. She is one of our trauma-free alters who holds no memories of abuse.
Hello, my name is Mary. It's spelled Maeri, and I am a physical external caretaker. My role is essentially what Sally's role is, except Sally's role is internal and mine is external. So I help the body to relax and to calm down and help us remove ourselves from things like working or stresses or triggering things so that the body doesn't get overwhelmed.
She helps us to do things that will calm the body down, help us find enjoyment in life, and allows us to do things that certain traumatic experience we might have had would have stopped us from doing in the past, or that alters who hold memories of trauma may be unable to do for themselves.
I'm really glad with the changes that I've brought into the system. I'm really happy with my role. I'm not a trauma holder. My system is intense. There's a lot of characters, like strong personalities, strong characters in our system. Some people who aren't very nice, some people who are absolutely lovely. I'd love to know Sally better. I've only met her in passing. Mara is fun to be around, but very chaotic. Mike is also quite chaotic. I'm happy to be here.
She's fantastic at helping us find small joys and contentment in our life wherever we can.
I'm calm, but I can get excitable. I like cute stuff. I like calm things. I like reading. If we had the chance to go outside more, I think I would really enjoy walking around and being in nature.
She can be a little bit ditzy. She still gets lost in the inner world sometimes, despite having been there a while now, but she is a sweet and fun-loving spirit through and through who looks for the positives in life wherever she can. And last but not least is our host, Soren, who is mostly me. We've still got Chem and Red around at the minute, but mostly this is Soren. Hello. I'm our current host. I am the result of an incredibly complicated, interrupted fusion. Our previous host, Kaya, and another alter, Mara, were successfully fusing last year after years of trying to recover from, work through, and process their traumas together. Unfortunately, this fusion was interrupted by another traumatic event about 3/4 of the way through that fusion occurring. Experiencing such a re-traumatizing and traumatizing on its own crime midway through that fusion resulted in a split. Both alters resulting from that split continued to partially fuse while integrating the new trauma. The result of that is that I, Soren, and my sister present as twins who are sometimes in the same body in the inner world. We have never had such a complicated experience with splitting and fusing, and we're learning and trying to figure it out as we go. We're hoping that my sister and I will eventually fuse as well. We'll see. But essentially, I am the result of Kaya and Mara fusing and then integrating another new trauma event. My preferred pronouns are he, him. but I obviously don't act particularly masculine most of the time, but it doesn't change who I am or how I view myself as existing. I stick to decisions better than Kaya did, and Kaya was good at sticking to decisions. I'm also a lot firmer and, just as Kaya was, extremely protective of my system. And those are the alters that you are most likely to meet making videos for the Dissociative project. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see behind the scenes, outtakes, bloopers, and help vote on what videos you want to see next, you can tell us, hey, Soren, guys, Mike, Kim, Red, anybody in this video too, to be honest, we want to see this next. You can go to our Patreon where you can vote, you can see all the behind the scenes stuff about how our system interacts, you can get merch, which is things like this, hand-drawn art, you can get stickers, you can get posters, you can get hoodies, you can get whatever you want. You can also see upcoming clips and hints of what videos are coming next before anybody else has any idea of what is going to be publicly available. And also some videos that may be cut, that we've said, you know what, actually no, we're not happy with that going public for whatever reason, but they will be exclusively released on Patreon as and when that happens. So if you would like to join our Patreon, you can join from just £1 or $1 a month, or the equivalent in your currency, and we will love to see you there. We are also in a court battle against Sergio Costa. If you don't know who Sergio Costa is and what he did to us, we have a playlist called What Happened to DissociaDID, where you can find out everything that happened, the court case, and what this man has done. We use Crowd Justice, which is a crowdfunding platform that sends money straight to our lawyers. We don't get to touch that money, we don't even get to see that money, and it can only be used for this specific court case, anything against Sergio Costa. This is how we are able to afford to continue to fight him in court and try and get justice for ourselves and regain full control over DissociaDID itself and hopefully our life. So if you would like to support us and donate some money, please go to crowdjustice.com/case/DissociaDID. The link will be in the description, and you can probably find it in a link up here as well. If you aren't in a position to donate, or you just don't feel like it, you don't want to, for whatever reason, please don't feel pressured to donate. You can always share the link, share the videos about what's happened to us and what Sergio Costa has done, and hopefully that will make just as much of a difference as donating money. We really appreciate everybody who has donated so far. It has made the hugest difference. We would not have been able to do any of this without you, and we are forever grateful to you. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to support the Dissociative project, and we will see you in our next video. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.